The accumulating changes in the community of man in space will undoubtedly carry with them more profound consequences than simple extension of the distances traversed by man or by his systems of communication. The entire process of social interaction will become more differentiated in institutional practices, which are specialized to the shaping and sharing of all the values whose maximization is sought by man in society. For effective performance of the intellectual task necessary to rational inquiry about the emerging law and public order of space, it is accordingly indispensable that we first achieve 1. Comprehensive and detailed orientation in the Earth space social process, which will give rise to claims for the prescription and application of authority. 2. An economic categorization of the more probable types of particular claims to authority. And 3. An appropriate understanding of the processes of authoritative decision by which the general community will seek to identify and implement common interests in the control of space activities. We don't even have that in our communities here. I'll say it like this: we cannot accomplish anything in space that we cannot accomplish amongst ourselves. Freethinker said, I'm in here closing my eyes while I listen. Just got back from the court. I'm be out of shape, LMAO. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm going to read this next part over here. All right. I'm going to read to you some of the parts that I have read already. So this is community. All right. So this is governmental, where it's national, international, regional, and non-governmental, and this is mixed right here that I'm going to read to you. The probability is great, as recently demonstrated by the Telstar communication satellite, that in some cases governments and national private companies will act jointly. While the government might supply launching facilities and bear a certain proportion of the total cost of the operation, private entities might provide the required skill, technology, and management. Such mixed undertakings may of course appear under a variety of arrangements, and it would be futile to attempt at this stage to envisage all their specific modalities, and that word is envisage. It should, however, be added that joint efforts on a private level could also appear on a transnational basis, that is, as a combination of private companies. MJ, I'm going to need you to either be quiet or leave, okay? That is, as a combination of private companies of several states. Space activities will depend upon so many variables that any all-inclusive catalog will respect to participants would be both unrealistic and quickly outdated. I'm going to read that last sentence again. Space activities will depend upon so many variables that any all-inclusive catalog with respect to participants will be both unrealistic and quickly outdated. Aspect of new communities, I'll read a little bit here. This category of participants in space activities is conceived to embrace people from the Earth who have permanently established themselves on some celestial body as a distinct community, non-Earth sentient beings, or a combination of both. It's talking about the people who are eventually going to live in these spaces. All right. Jeff CCR said, love the for appreciate it. Platinum and Gold TV said, the hair, appreciate it. Freethinker said, damn, that book got a BBL. Not a BBL. Not the book got a BBL. It's 1,000 pages plus. And I'm enjoying every minute of reading it. It's the best. And so, what is all that saying? We cannot operate if the government is only doing the space work. And private entities can only get so far doing space work. We're observing this with our own eyes. I'm not mentioning any company names. However, what this is saying is if those entities work together, then they'll be able to accomplish whatever they want to accomplish. Now, to my aboriginals, my indigenous, Yasharala. Ain't now one of us got nothing like this going on. If we're being honest here. Those are not aboriginal beings that wrote that book. Y'all heard them last names. That's not one of us. Not one is one of us. So, instead of being woke and conscious and spiritual all the time, how about we pay attention to what we can actually ground and be useful? All that information there, honestly, forget space. We need that here. Our government systems need to work amongst private institutions. What's a private institution? An entrepreneur, a business owner. Not these monopolies and somewhat oligopolies that we have here that are in the billions of dollars. The average everyday business owner, the average everyday entrepreneur needs to work alongside everyone in society. That's what it is. Right here, this is water, this is air, and the atmosphere and the firmament. Okay, when you look at it like this is the surface. And then you have the air, and you have the firmament. That is another body of celestial waters. Okay, when you go down to the ocean floor, it's the same thing. So, ocean water is a type of firmament. Then you go to the surface of where we live on the earth plane, then that is considered to be like a mountain, right? It's a landmass that goes upward, so it's a mountain type. And then this is another firmament with the air. So it's the same concept. So when you live on the ocean floor, it's the exact same thing as living on the earth, and there's a mountain that goes into the firmament. There's different aspects of breathing. Can we breathe in space? No. Can we breathe in water? No. It's the same thing. So instead of trying to go out into space, we should go down below into the waters, because it's the same thing. The same research that is done on space can be correlated to deep sea diving. So aqua research, marine research, is equivalent to space research. So let them focus on space. Let them go out there. Let them build rocket ships. We need to focus on things that already exist. We have submarines. We have yachts. We have cruise ships. We have deep sea diving materials already. We already know what islands are. We know about traveling out to sea. Okay, so there's no ship, spaceship, cruise ship. All right. There's no reason for us to go out into space. We can let them connect with the celestial beings in the waters, in the marine kingdom. Stop trying to go out. When you astral project, like, you can if you want to, but as far as like trying to reach out to individuals, just talk to the ones that are here, because even the ones that come from there, they're down here too. So when you make that correlation of space is water, credits to Dolo, stars are water. So if stars are water, stars are in space, that means that everything is made up of water. So why not go into the water rather than go out into space? It's the same thing. Everybody wants flying cars. Okay, a submarine. If you live on the ocean floor, what's a submarine? A flying car. What's a cruise ship? A spaceship. It's a big ass spaceship that flies on the water surface. Oh no, I'm done. When I tell you I'm done, this is it. This is my thing. Like, I figured it out. So people can either join me on some real shit or just get left behind. The Anunnaki are not going to come get us. Like, people got into this Jesus mentality when it comes to our celestial brothers and sisters. The Pleiadians are not going to come save you. Ain't nobody gonna come save you. Even in the Bible, it says that Yeshua the Christ will not return until the church is ready. The bridegroom will not appear until the bride is ready. So that means that we need to get our shit in order.